Hi guys, it's Lucy and welcome back to another video. So today I just wanted to do a very quick video talking about my pocketbook, and I get so many questions on it of what I put in it and how it's designed. So I thought I would do a quick video and explain it. I want to make it as quick as possible so it's straight to the point and yeah, just gives you the information you need. So yeah, let's just get straight on with the video. The first thing I always say is when you open your book up, always have your drugs in the front of what you can give. I did this because when you're just first starting out, you're so overwhelmed with stuff that you can't always remember what you can do and what you can't do. So if you've got a list of the drugs you can give in the front, if someone goes, oh, can you give this drug or not, you can quickly look and it's there for you. So on the first page, write your name, the course you study, what uni you're at, what cohort you are, and what year you're in. Obviously, if you're using this for first year, second year and all that, you need to update it. This is just very helpful. If it ever gets lost, it should hopefully get back to you. There are so many different bits of information on there that it's got to get back to you surely if someone is a nice enough person. The first thing I did was pages and pages of observations and the observational ranges, especially for paediatrics because we don't go to paediatrics all that much. So just got all my obs ranges, heart rate, temperature, glucose, pulse, saturations, rest rates. Then I moved on to acronyms. I don't know about other unis, but my uni did a whole lecture that for some reason was just filled with acronyms. I can't remember what my lecture was on, apart from the acronyms obviously. So I went through that PowerPoint and wrote down every single one. So you've got a SMART approach, you've got the dynamic risk assessment, trauma, chest assessment, so the 12 mnemonic, defib safety, Socrates, you've got the methane, you've got AEOU tips. All of these, you won't use them all the time, so they're in here so you can always look at it on the way to a patient. And moving on, there was always an assessment that I couldn't get, and it was abdominal assessments. So don't necessarily put every assessment in this book, but one that you've always struggled with, put it in here. So for me it was abdominal, so I put a photo of all the different areas and then did a basic overview of it for first year, then added on top for second year a bit more about it. So try and personalise it a bit. Then I did GCS score. Obviously different trusts use different paperwork formats. Ours does have GCS on it, however it's just handy to have in there. And then ECG lead placement as well. It's always good to recap. If you struggle with ECGs, there's a 10 rules of normal ECG in here. And then all my first year ECGs, so degree blocks, normal sinus, tachy, brady, step-by-step approach to history taking, more ECGs, and then I did a little page just understanding ECGs, so you've got the depolarisation and the repolarisation of the heart. And then this is a very important thing to do. For me personally, it was really helpful. A paramedic sat down with me after we'd had a patient with a normal sinus rhythm ECG, and he wrote on it for me the big lie, little lie, sal. It's not really a mnemonic, but yeah. So I stuck that ECG in here, and I've got something to look at to compare to. I've just put more random knowledge, so words like aphasia, dysphasia, we don't think about them every day, those sort of words, so I wrote them down because it was something I couldn't always remember. And another thing we don't use all the time, but it's Canadian C-spine, so I put it in there so I've got something to look at. And then handover, especially moving into year 2, you're going to be doing a lot of handovers. S-bar is something really useful to have. For me personally, I write S-bar in our tablet, there's a part for it, write that down and then I fill it all out, and then I'm ready to hand over at hospital with that mnemonic written down. And then finally, something I did for this year, it was comparison of normal obs with amber sepsis and red sepsis, because it was something I've always struggled to get my head round, looking at numbers and linking them to sepsis, so that's why I did that. And in the back I wrote down all drug suffixes, so you've got OLOL for beta blockers, for example, all little word endings for drugs, they all kind of match up, and it's something I can never get my head around in first year, so I wrote them down on there. And in the back, it's something I talk about a lot, is get yourself a pack of post-it notes, put them in the back, and then any little bits of note taking you need to do, write them on there. And that is my little book. Just briefly, I have got this one as well. This doesn't go in my pocket, it does fit, but it's just bulky. But I added extra stuff in this, so it has got abdominal assessments, drug suffixes and C-spine and stuff like that, but at the back it's got maternity, so I've just got my obstetric emergencies, and then there is also the paediatric drug calculations using the wet flag mnemonic. So, and then I also keep little bits in my pocket, depending on trusts is dependent on what you keep extra like this though. I've got the new sepsis tool, review of systems, always handy to have, or you can write that in your pocketbook. We use a major trauma triage tool, so I've got that as well, and then a mental capacity act information booklet, and I think these are nice guidelines for C-spine mobilisation. I'm going to cut it there because that is all the information I want to give you, and yeah, I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye guys.